Recently, I was just asked about a T-nut repair on a climbing wall that was just built. This climbing wall is getting the T-nuts ripped out on the back side, either when they're tightening them down or loosening them up. So I'm going to try to attempt to do that same failure right here on this scrap piece of board and then show you several different ways on how you can fix it. Let's get started. When you're running these 4-prong T-nuts, you need to drill a 7/16 inch hole. That's going to allow more meat around these prongs for that T-nut to stay there. But we are trying to get this to fail. So I'm going to go ahead and get my drill bits out here, and we're going to go with a 1/2 inch drill bit. Now I'm going to take this bolt. This is way too long, but I'm going to run this in till the shoulder is touching that T-nut. That's going to make sure that this T-nut has no other choice but to fail. So the T-nut actually got pretty messed up. The prongs are flattened out. 2 of the prongs actually got broken off. So the back of our climbing wall is all chewed up like this. Now, if it's looking like this, maybe in between this and this first repair is probably going to be better for you. Let's get into it. This is probably the best T-nut money can buy. I've always talked about these guys. If you had a 7/16 inch hole for the 4-prong, which you should do, then you need to drill that out to a 1/2 inch. Now this flange right here is much wider than your 4-prong T-nut, so we can actually get some good meat in the screws that we set in here, and it'll hold. I'm not going to drill straight up and down. I'm going to actually drive that screw in at a little bit of an angle. That's going to keep those threads into the better plywood that hasn't been damaged. This repair will last quite a while, but because of the damage that I have in the back of this, I wouldn't actually leave it like this. I would do another repair. This is a piece of marine grade 3/4 inch plywood that is super strong. I've set one of these amazing T-nuts in the center of it. So I would put this behind my climbing wall after all of the damage is out and screw it down with these 4 wood screws. Now, they are fairly easy to make if you don't spend the time to make them fancy like this one. However, if you do want this fancy one, I will go ahead and put this on my Etsy page. Follow the links. I'll see you over there.